everyone. Welcome to Red Hot Call. My name is Maya, and I'm so excited you're here tonight. Welcome. If you're watching here live, you're watching the replay. We're just so excited. Can you believe it is February 15th? New product has officially launched today, which is so exciting. But I am just going to invite you to join me in prayer as we get started tonight, and then we're going to hop into some recognition. And then I am really looking forward to sharing with you tonight. I would say kicking it original Mary Kay tonight. So it's gonna be epic. So I'm excited. So let's just come together. Father, I just thank you for this time together. I thank you for Mary Kay Ash and the time that we can be together. I thank you for this opportunity to grow and to learn. And so, Lord, I just pray that you be with our entire Mary Kay family all across the United States as we continue to step out in faith and courage and go for goals and dreams. And so, Lord, may tonight what is shared resonate. May it elevate our thinking. May it just encourage confidence and stepping into what you've called us to do. You are good and we love you. In your name I pray. Amen. Amen. Well, I know that Mary is going to pop up some recognition really quick here. And then we are going to highlight all of our red jackets, which is so exciting. So let's meet them now. Let's say hello. As you're watching, give some hearts, give some love, give some excitement, all the fun things. So here we go. All right. First of all, look at these beautiful red jackets in our Mary Kay family, you guys, tonight. So shout out to Lisa, Amy, Anna, Vicky, and Rachel. Woo! We have one beautiful director in qualification. And so, congratulations, my dear, to you for stepping into the process of going from the red jacket to the director's suit. We are so excited for you, and we cannot wait to celebrate your victory and your finish becoming a brand new sales director. All right, guys. So our career path recognition is based on the career level and then also based on team production. All right, so let's check it out. We are so excited to recognize our star team builders who can earn 4, 6, and 8% in commission. So congratulations to Rachel White and Vicky Highsmith tonight. So way to go, ladies. And then team leaders can earn a 9 or 13% commission, and they have 5 to 7 active team members. And so shout out to Amy England, Lisa Clark, and Anna Maria Klunt as they are our top team leaders tonight. And then, of course, Sarah Franklin is our #1 in the DIQ level. So congratulations, Sarah, to you as you are #1 tonight as well. So way to go. Okay. Is that right? I think we're good. Great. Fabulous.
It's not letting me like skip how I want to skip. So sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yay. We can totally rock and roll this. This is great. No big deal. Woo, woo, woo. Excuse me for woo. I had my sweet tea, you guys. So, woo.
Okay, then I'm going to talk a little bit about this because we are loving to do a commission comparison between a consultant as a red jacket, as either a star team builder, team leader, or elite team leader or DIQ versus that of a sales director. Because the thing that we would love for you to be able to kind of wrap your brain around is that doing the same amount of work, but when you are at a different level, pays differently. Okay. And so our #1 in team production for January's recognition was Vicky Highsmith from my unit. And so we're going to talk about her numbers and break those down for you. So this is looking at her numbers, comparing her as a consultant to if she were a sales director. So the first thing that you're going to see is her personal production was 302 wholesale. Now, as a consultant, you do not make any income off of your own personal order. So as a consultant, she earned $0 in commissions for that order. As a sales director, you earn 9 or 13%, or actually up, I should have put this on here, or up to 23% total commissions as a director on every single order that's in your unit, including your own. So in this case, Vicky, because of what her total unit production was, would have earned a 9% commission as a sales director on her personal order, which was $27.18. For her team production, her total personal team production was $1,034.50. That was all of her personal team, people that she recruited. And so as a consultant, she earned a 6% commission on that based on her level and what her team did. And so she earned $62.07. That was the same as if she was a director. You always get paid the same on your core personal team. Now, her unit production, which is a combination of her unit and her teams, was $1,336.50. So as a consultant, she doesn't make anything on her total unit production, only her personal team. So I know that's a little bit hard because when you are a consultant building your team, majority of those people are your personals. But when you are a sales director, you get to get paid on your personal team members technically twice because you earn the personal team commission plus a sales director commission. So she earned an additional $93.11 on what her team did as a sales director. Okay. Now, she did not add any personal qualified, and there was not any unit qualified because there was no new team members added to her team in the month. So as a consultant, she earned $62.07. And as a director, she would have earned $182.36. Now, you guys, I know you might be like, okay, Mary, that's only $182. Like, but you guys, that is seriously the thing I want you to realize is that's an additional $120. That is based on the production that a team did rather than a unit, because obviously there are different requirements as a unit. But that is still, you guys, like, that's like a 200%. I think, I don't even know what the percentage is. It's a lot, like 3 times the amount that she earned as a director versus a consultant. So think about it, an additional $120, that could buy like a week's worth of groceries, or that could pay for gas in your car a couple times. Like you can look at that in so many different ways as the potential that the same thing she did as a consultant, she can get paid on at a different level as a sales director. And then, of course, this doesn't include any of the other like perks that Mary Kay gives us with Star Consultant, Career Car, Wellness Bonus, New Directors, like all of those other things that are not even included in here, but just for working her own personal business, working with her personal team, and then working with her complete unit, which right now is just her team, the amount of difference that that can make in her check and what that additional income could be and could mean for herself and her family as well. So that's the power of building your team, adding more people, and growing into that of a sales director position, is to be able to step into that leadership role, and the compensation is a whole lot different for that for you as well.
I think the thing that you said, Mary, that really stood out to me here is the fact that she had an over 100% raise. Where in corporate America,
Yeah.
in any working facility, can you go and give yourself 100% raise? You
Yes.
know, and you guys, that's a big deal, because sometimes when you're adding up pennies, you think that's not that much. But over the grand scheme of time, I just did the math, an additional $120.29 over a year is almost $1,500.
Wow.
That could be a little vacation, a getaway,
Yes.
that could help someone, buy a laptop for college. That could help someone be able to help with a special event for their children. Like, oh my gosh, that is unbelievable. That's amazing. I love that.
Yes. Yes. I mean, even like the thought that popped to my mind was even an additional like payment towards a credit card debt. Like if you've got debt
Yes.
that you're building up, to
Medical
take
bill.
that commission, that extra that you earn, and put it straight towards that,
Mhm.
like it's amazing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. One thing I will point out to you too, I don't remember if I said this or if you said this, is this because as sales directors, our first level of bonuses start at 4,500 and then our second
Mhm.
level of bonuses start at 5,500. You guys, all of these numbers are 9%. So I want you to notice on this chart, there's a 9 or 13%. So when you hit 4,500, that goes to 13, right? Yes,
Yes.
13%. And if Vicky hits another 300 and her personal order was another 300, that's another 13%. So I just
Mhm.
want to like keep in mind of that too, you guys, because you guys, we want to teach and educate you so you are aware of the income potential and the growth that is available to you. These numbers are at 9%. And directors, our goal is to hit at that 13%. And so when you're hitting at that 13%, you're maximizing bonuses at a higher level. So
Yes, absolutely.
yeah.
All right. Well, it's
Okay.
still not letting me go to the next slide, which was just a reminder as far as when our next Red Hot call was.
Here, I can look. Want me to look it up really quick?
Yeah. I don't know why, like it says it's on the last screen number wise, but then the picture of it is
Yeah.
not on there.
I don't see it. Okay, so our next Red Hot Call, friends, is going to be March 21st. Okay, and so this is also going to be my plug for March 17th is the Lucky You event. I believe all of us are participating in that. And so we will have that event on Sunday, St. Patrick's Day, and then our Red Hot Call will be Thursday, March 21st. It's always the third Thursday of the month. And so that way you guys just have opportunity to grow and to be stretched. And so as Mary continues to figure out oh, there we go. Okay, so I am really excited to share with you guys tonight. Like I said, I have been thinking a lot about Mary Kay and how she began our company 60 years ago, why she did the things that she did, and I know sometimes as trends come and go, there is a foundation in which our business, our company was founded on. And I think it's really important that we stay true to what Mary Kay created. Okay. And I think it's really important as we build businesses, regardless of how much income you make, regardless of how many cars you earn, regardless if you're in the red jacket or in the sales director suit, there's something to be said about knowing our foundational principles and understanding that, and then just stepping into that, because I truly believe that when you live out what sets Mary Kay apart, you are going to attract excellence. You are going to attract customers, and you are going to lead your team in a way that makes you unique. Okay, because I have found that leaders who don't make shortcuts, they are going to they are going to find themselves building such strong foundations that no matter what comes their way or the ebbs and flows of their business, that foundation is going to last. Okay, that foundation is going to last. So, yeah, you guys, cool thing about today is actually the official 1 year anniversary of the day that my family and I moved to Mahomet in the Champaign area. So that's kind of crazy. Tonight we actually went to the same pizza place that we did the day that we moved into town. So to recommemorate, and I was just really thinking of a lot about this last year and how did my business survive a major life change, lots of big adjustments. And I have to tell you, I really believe it came from Mary Kay's principles, her foundation, and what she started our company on. And I know today, in a very hybrid way of working, many of us are getting back to in person. Some of us are exploring in person for the first time. Some of us are still figuring this out. And so I think I'm really excited to pull this training. And so tonight's training is called This Is How We Do It. Okay. I almost played the song, but um, anyway, so this is how we do it. And so really just this mantra of who we are, owning who we are, being proud of that. And like I said, it does not matter where you're going to go in your business, but I really believe like your foundation really does have an opportunity to set you apart. And when we as leaders stand true to that, it's going to make a big difference. Okay, so here we go. First one. Okay, and I have a quote for each one, but don't worry, I did text this to your sales directors, so but I have these cute quotes to go with each point from tonight. Okay. So number 1 is give a girl the right shoes and she can conquer the world. Marilyn Monroe. You guys, one of the ways that I believe sets Mary Kay apart in our company is how women dress with class and professionalism. And today, while the trends are sweatpants and monochromatic joggers, and I love those, you guys, when it comes to our business, I want to encourage you to present yourself in a way that which you want to be known for, and present yourself in a way that shows professionalism. I once also saw this woman talk about how she always presents herself professionally because that is a reflection of how she feels about herself. It is not a matter of how she's want to impress people, although Mary Kay did believe in when dressing professional and presenting yourself in such a way. But I think we have to remember that we are in the beauty industry. And if we want to be women who are taken seriously as business owners, I want to encourage you to step into that role. Grab a few staple pieces. You cannot go wrong with a great classic black blazer, or grab you a fun pink one with a appropriate length of skirt. And I'm going to call this your confident outfit. You guys, I was working with a couple other business women and marketing with them. And you guys, I could tell the women who were successful versus who were not. The women who were successful, not only were they kind, but they held themselves a little bit higher in how they presented themselves. They were modest, professional, sharp, and their jewelry was very clean and modern and minimalistic. And it was very evident to me while I was in this room of other women in networking and marketing. I could tell who was successful. And you do not have to spend a lot of money to be professional. Like I said, grab you a couple of staple outfits. And I'm telling you what, like with Amazon, thrifting, even from what do you call that now? Poshmark, it is worth it. I'm telling you, you will walk differently, you will hold yourself higher, you will feel more confidence going live in your customer groups, you will speak differently to your team. So, not only do you present yourself well with your makeup and your hair, but present yourself way in the way that you dress. Okay, next quote, number 2, better 3 hours too soon than a minute late. William Shakespeare. Okay, now this one is one that I have to work at constantly. But and obviously this can apply to many areas of your life, you guys, but we want to be very conscientious of arriving on time in the Mary Kay world and in our businesses. Punctuality is the soul of a business, and as the definition of on time is 10 to 15 minutes early. Okay. When you're on time, you avoid stress. It's hard to be present when you've been frantic, you've been rushing. And so, one of my really simple ways to do this is to prepare the night before, is to lay out what I need for that appointment. Or even if I'm going virtually, I like to write out what I know I'm going to do and say. And I personally have been working really intentionally on doing this, because you guys, when you show up prepared and on time, that confidence exudes. And then you can work from a place of calmness. Okay. Of course, also, you get better seats when you're on time, and winners always sit in the front row. Okay. I'm going to tell you guys, my son is 10 years old and he loves to sit in the front row at church. Now, if any of you have been to church, you probably, like myself, don't like to sit in the front row. You like to sit in the back row. But can I tell you, in the 1 year that we've been here, I have made it a mission to sit right behind him. So he doesn't have to worry about his mom sitting with him, but right behind him in the second row. And it really has changed my winning experience. And instead of saying, oh no, we're going to be late, I have started to change my attitude, saying, we're going to be on time today. We're going to be on time, and we're going to have a morning of peace and ease. And while about 80% of the time that is working in my favor, I have found that it totally changes how I approach, how I work, how I approach working with my customers and even my team. Okay, number 3. Okay, all right, so this is similar, but I just want to make sure you know this. Okay, dress how you want to be addressed. Bianca Fraser. Okay, I know we talked a little bit about that, but Mary Kay attire is a professional skirt or dress. Now, coming back in person to a lot of career conferences around the corner, I know the Tupin family is having an event, Kansas City is having an event, maybe you're going to an event on the East Coast or the West Coast. You guys, this was something that was really important to Mary Kay. When you attend a Mary Kay event, you want to be in a professional dress or skirt, and we want to be in one that is modest and professional. Okay. Now, we don't want the girls or the tush or worrying about whether or not your skirt is too short. And while we want to be trendy, we also still want to be really classy. And so, this is where, if you're feeling a little bit nervous about this, you can never go wrong with a classic black dress or a black pencil skirt. Okay. Or grab your Mary Kay beauty coat. Like I said, I know many of us probably haven't been holding in-person parties. One of my staple outfits, even when I'm holding parties or going to Mary Kay events, is my beauty coat, because I'm comfortable and I just feel more confident. And so if you have not yet made the investment in one of those things, I would highly encourage you. Pre-COVID days, we had in-person weekly meetings every single week. Every week, you guys, and we would be there. We would be present. We would have our director suits, our red jackets, and our beauty coats on. And there were many times I would have to run an errand before or after the meeting, and I would be in my Mary Kay dress. And guys, people talk to you differently when you present yourself professionally. And so I know I kind of hit on this a little bit earlier, but specifically at Mary Kay events, please know that as we head back to career conference, we head to seminar in Dallas, to start looking at yourself as a professional by presenting yourself professional. Okay, number 4, I love hearing my audience breathe by Adele. When you're at a meeting, event, even a virtual one, you guys, how you act as an audience is a huge impact to the person who is training and to your dedication to being present. So, whether it is your weekly unit meeting and you're hopping on Zoom, or whether you're even watching Facebook Live, you can be an incredible audience by how you comment, interact while you're here and professional. And while I know there's situations you might be driving to and from something, would you commit to stepping up into the role of being a good audience? Okay. I'm also going to encourage you. This is also me too. Put your phone away. Really absorb what is taking on. I have recently been going back to my original things that I've used to do, and I've taken notes in my notebook. Okay, you guys, I left my notebook at that marketing thing today, and I have to go pick it up tomorrow. And I'm like, I feel weird without my Mary Kay notebook. But being a good audience, being good at participating in what's taking place, engage, okay? Listen, have good eye contact, take notes, and then make sure to affirm or appreciate the person who has taken the time to invest in preparing for the event. Okay, because I am telling you, when you bring the energy to whatever function is happening, you will walk away with something different as opposed to having your arms crossed, having a bad attitude, talking to your neighbor, or even talking badly about the presenter. The moment that you think you are better than the person who's training in the room is the moment that you're going to be going down a slippery slope of not being able to really accept what you're hearing and learning. Okay. And I just want to really challenge you guys that you are going to get out of what you're learning and experiencing based on the kind of audience that you are in the midst of the training experience, the conference, whatever you're doing. Okay. So that's how we do it. Okay, next. Never will I scratch for excuses to gossip. When I am tempted to criticize, I will bite my tongue. That was Og Mandino. Other words, your tongue is very powerful. Okay. And so in our Mary Kay family, I want to encourage you. And like I said, this is a guideline. I'm not pointing anybody out, but guys, be careful how you speak, right? The way you speak about people is the reputation that you will build, right? The way you speak about people is the reputation that you're going to build. And so I just want to remind you that in our Mary Kay family and our Mary Kay world, we're not a place of gossip, negativity, complaining, whining, excuses, or drama, period. Okay. Let people know your wins and successes and not your sad story. Now, am I saying you're not allowed to reach up when you're having a bad day? No, that is not what I'm saying here. But how you talk about our Mary Kay family, how you talk about your leader, how you talk about fellow other Mary Kay sisters or other people in the Mary Kay family, you guys, that's going to come back to you. And you have the opportunity to set the precedence of what you want to be known for with your words, right? Do you want to be known as the person who always has something negative to say? Or do you want to be the person that brings life, encouragement, joy, and people leave feeling better when they're around you? It's going to set you apart. Okay. It's going to set you apart. This is how we do it. Okay. Next, more and more, I want consistency rather than the highs and the lows. Drew Barrymore. Regarding your attendance to weekly meetings, be consistent. Regarding your weekly meetings, be consistent. Whatever platform you're Mary Kay sales director right now, make it a commitment to watch live, be on present, but be consistent. Consultants who attend consistently make more money and move up quickly. Don't get the start, stop, go, stop, go, pause, up, down, high, low. Be careful. because that will be a roller coaster, which yields a roller coaster of emotions, a roller coaster of doubt and fear, and also a roller coaster of results. Okay. And so I'm telling you, when you are consistent, you will see results. Even when you are consistent showing up. Okay. Make it a priority to show up. This is how we do it. Having a child is surely the most beautiful, irrational act that two people in love can commit. Bill Cosby. We love the little ones, but I want to encourage you to obviously not bring your children to in person. But you guys, and I have to do this too. I mean, I know y'all know this, and I love my kids, but you will not be able to absorb and learn, grow when your children come to in person or virtual events. Okay. And so Mary Kay wants to create a fun environment. Okay. And I think sometimes working from home, we can throw that idea out the window. I have found that when I make rules and guidelines for my kids, for my family, being able to be present to my work, it allows me to learn and to grow. And that's the same for going to in person events. Like I said, I know that way more in person events are coming back into place. And so this is also really important for your parties. When you're coaching your in person parties, moms cannot get out of the party and the beauty experience when they're worried about their little one. So, hey, Mary Kay is a place for mamas and women to get to fill up their cup. Okay, so leave the kiddos at home, play it off fun and cool. But like I said, I think it's important that we remember that in a very virtual place where we're trying to be authentic as well. And of course, we want to see your kids. Just make sure that it's at the right place at the right time. Okay, next. When I am moved to praise, I will shout from the rooftops. Og Mandino again. You guys, when someone else is being recognized, be the loudest clapper. Be the loudest clapper. If someone else is being praised, congratulated, recognized, applauded, you be the one who stands up first. Now, in my house, we have become Swifties. And one of the things that I do love about Taylor Swift is that woman claps for every single person. Okay, regardless if you like her music, regardless if you think she deserves all the awards, whatever. I admire the fact that she stands before anybody else and she claps for every single person. That to me is something that speaks highly about how she supports other people. And she does that. And so, you know, excuse me, I moved my notes and so like I said, when you're not paying attention and someone's getting recognized or applauded, you guys, that's kind of like a slap to her face. I want you to imagine if I'm getting presented, if I'm being awarded, if I'm being recognized, what do I want people to do for me? Right. And then go above and beyond that. I imagine, obviously, I've never met Mary Kay Ash in person, but I imagine anytime anyone was being awarded, Mary Kay made that person the sole attention of what was happening. She was so good about making sure people felt seen and heard and applauded in the right way. And so I just want to make sure that you are the person who is doing that for other people. Okay? Treat others the way you want to be treated. This is how we do it. Excuse me. Pause. Okay. Okay. Don't lose your present to your past. Power of positivity. Leave your worries, stress, and drama at the door and enjoy the moment you are in. Be others focused and introduce yourself to a stranger. Sit by someone you don't know. Listen more than you talk. Compliment genuinely. Smile. Ask someone if they need help with their guests. Help clean the room and keep it tidy. Introduce new consultants to seasoned consultants. You guys, each of us have the power to make people feel seen, heard, appreciated, and valued. When Mary Kay Ash said, everyone wears a sign around their neck that says, make me feel important, we have opportunities within our Mary Kay business, even on social media. Can you congratulate and be present to people who are posting their excitement, posting their grandchildren, posting their kids' awards, posting exciting success? You guys, we have an opportunity to create environments that are better when we leave than when we first arrived, right? And you might be thinking, Maya, that's not natural for me. I don't just honestly do that. It takes practice. Okay. But you can go to an event. You can show up to a Zoom. You can comment hi in the chat. You can say welcome. You can comment in your unit's Facebook group and say congratulations and welcome, or I love this, or thank you. You can create a space and a place for people to feel that positivity. Okay. You get to do that. Okay, we have two more. Fortune favors the prepared mind. Louis Pasteur. Come with your supplies. Come prepared. Come organized. Every now and then, we will forgive you if you forget something. Okay. Okay, we will forgive you. But you guys, make it a habit to come prepared. Make it a habit to arrive ready. Because when you arrive ready, when you arrive prepared, you will receive differently. One of my new favorite phrases to teach my kids is we all have the opportunity to take responsibility for our own actions. And part of that responsibility is, did you get your backpack ready? Did you grab your clothes out of the dryer? Okay, and while my kids are 10 and 8 and 4, and but these are new habits that I'm teaching my kids the power of responsibility. If you left something in the car overnight and you needed it for tomorrow and your dad took you to school, you left it in my car, well, how can we become responsible and prepared? And so you guys, this is really important. Part of being prepared is reading in touch. Okay, you guys, I also know this is not one of my strengths. And I know Mary is laughing at this a lot. But you guys, one of the things I know a lot of times is a lot of times being prepared simply comes by reading. Okay, reading, knowing what's happening, knowing what's taking place, paying attention to what your leader, your director is sharing, posting, announcing, taking that ownership, taking that responsibility of realizing that you are an adult woman, okay? You are more than capable of doing a lot of the things that you ask your sales director to do. But for some reason, you think that you are not capable because you do not wear a suit. That is not true. Your skills as a leader grow when you take the ownership of being responsible, right? Taking ownership of that, stepping in, taking initiative, and taking some responsibility of, okay, what do we need? All right, I'm going to make sure I bring everything that my director has asked. When is the deadline for that event? I'm going to make sure that I sign up for that event. How does this work? I'm going to make sure I read the contest rules before I get frustrated or flustered. Preparation and organization are your friends. And if I can do it, so can you. Okay? This is how we do it. Okay. Last one. Being positive does not mean ignoring the negative. Being positive means overcoming the negative. Positive Outlook blog. It is so important to maintain a positive attitude. Leave the drama out the door, okay? Or go put it in the trash can if you have to. But you guys, this is where I want to tell you that in a world where we feel that everyone has to air their dirty laundry, their opinions, their entitlement of what they think needs to happen, I want to caution you to be very wise about how you speak, how you feel about product launches, how you feel about promos that are happening in the company, how you feel about Career Conference only being in 10 cities, how you speak about what is currently taking place, I believe will only come back in your business. Is it wrong to be upset or frustrated? No. But I do want to encourage you to be very cautious and wise about how you think about those things, how you process that information, who you talk to about it, and then how long you decide to linger in that. Okay. So, whether you are headed to an in person event, whether you are seeing all the new products launch tomorrow, did you guys get your lookbooks in the mail? Whether you love the products, whether you don't love the products, whether you like the suit or whether you don't like the suit, whether you enjoy what is happening or whether you don't, you have the power, you guys, to make sure that the words that come out of your mouth are ones of life, encouragement, and joy. Now, I will tell you, are there moments where you're not going to feel those things? Yes. but make sure you're talking to someone who can give you an objective ear and not always tell you maybe what you want to hear, but tell you what you need to hear. AKA, that's why we have mentors. It's why we have people who can look at you and say, hey, I love you, but we're not going to stay in this place. Okay. That's really important too. So I'm not saying you cannot have that space. Make sure you're being wise about who to talk to about those things. Okay. Well, I hope, okay, yeah, I got through everything. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I hope these insights of this is how we do it gives you some thought process about how you respond and then how you move forward with all the kinds of things, whether it's disappointment, whether it's promotions, whether it's going to an in-person event, whether it's how you are meeting customers and working with your team, whether it's how you are being the biggest cheerleader on your team. You guys, that all of those things are going to affect the foundation of your business. And you can be doing all of the booking, coaching, selling, team building, all of those things. But if you do not do it with the foundation that Mary Kay really founded on, those things are not going to last. And so I just want to encourage you that wherever you are, whatever your goal is, moving into the final few months of our seminar year, I have found that when my outlook is different, my booking changes. When my optimism is more optimistic, duh. Okay, I couldn't think of like a cute phrase there. It is amazing how blessings, bookings, and things begin to happen effortlessly. And the bottom line, I think, with all of that is truly how you make people feel. Okay, right? Wasn't that a common theme of how you make people feel? Mary Kay, you guys, she was so unbelievably wise. She was so right when she was teaching and training people. It wasn't just all the business, it was how we make people feel. And you have the opportunity every single day to make people feel valued, seen, heard, appreciated, and wanted. And so I pray this blesses you. Like I said, I gave it to your sales director. And so I want to encourage you to ask yourself, what am I doing really good at? What is coming naturally? What is an area that I might need to work on? Like I said, being on time for me is always one that I will always work on for the rest of my life. But and that's okay. That's okay. It's a goal of mine. Or even sometimes being prepared. It's one of the things that I'm most inspired, I think, by Heidi and Mary, how they really prepare what they have. One of my gifts, you guys, is just winging it. Okay. I am the queen of winging it. Okay. So I know that being prepared takes a little bit extra effort for me. And you guys, I know that that's something I have to, it doesn't come naturally, but that doesn't mean that I can't do it. Right. Like it doesn't mean that I can't do it. So I want to say thank you guys for being here. Thank you for hopping on Red Hot Call. I pray this blesses you. I pray that this gives you new thoughts. And as you watch this, please send me a message and let me know how it touched your heart and resonated with you guys. So, my friends, my Mary Kay sisters, may God bless you. May his face shine upon you. May joy fill your head and your heart and your home tonight. Good night, everyone.